I'm going to get you riled up this morning, guys. Corporate greed was the overall theme for our informational picket last Thursday. I'd like to thank those of you that were able to come out. Standing out and protesting our working conditions, our crumbling facilities, and the disrespect shown to us in negotiations at the bargaining table is important. It's important to stand up to management bullying and express our frustrations to public officials and the community in general. My favorite sign was, "If the nurses are out here, then something's wrong in there." And that sums things up pretty nicely. So, you want to hear an example of corporate greed? Again, it's money over people, it's profits over care. Trinity is $1 billion company and they're not fixing elevators or air conditioning. They have $1 million plus executives taking home well over $20,000 a week. And we're not talking about one executive making that kind of dough locally. We all saw Roos's email about how fair the proposals that management has handed across the table are. So let's talk about what they think fair looks like. In the 4-hour negotiation session on Tuesday, October 22nd, we spent probably half our time with management discussing whether or not your hours are guaranteed. Your hours are guaranteed. You see, they want the right to be able to cancel you at any time, from 2 hours before your shift for the whole shift, or sending you home an hour or two early. They want you to commit to your schedule and show up when they say you have to, but they want to reserve the right to pull that financial rug out from under you. This is all while they're taking home their $20,000 a week. So let me tell you, sitting across the table from them while they smugly insist your hours are not guaranteed is disgusting. And make no mistake, this is not something that they would use infrequently. This is something that they would use daily to skim here and cut there, to make their bottom line look better and get those big juicy bonuses for themselves. How is any one of us able to think about a mortgage payment or a car payment without some form of guaranteed income? This is the greed we are fighting against. Them blissfully cutting staff in order to line their own pockets with bonus and incentives. Now, come on. We're not going to fall for that crap, are we? If we have an employment agreement where we have to show up for work our 32, 36, or 40 hours a week, the flip side of that commitment is that we'll get paid for those hours, period. Rob Roos sent out an email to all of you saying how fair the proposals handed across the table have been. He used big words like, "We deliver safe and quality care to patients." So let me ask you, do we think that anyone in management gives a single thought to safe or quality care? If that were the driving theme, we would be staffed differently, wouldn't we? If that were the case, we would have the ancillary support to support our care, wouldn't we? And if that were the case, we would have elevators that work and not have flooded units. Come on. There is no interest in safe and quality care. There is just interest in saving a buck off the backs of the people, you guys, tasked with the caring of those patients. Hours that can be cut and paychecks that are not guaranteed by people making more than $4,000 a day is not negotiating a fair contract in good faith. It is saying to each and every one of you that you are just dollars on a ledger, and if you're not making them money, then you are disposable. This outrageous proposal and the slimy way management handed it across like we should just lay down and take it has the entire bargaining team pissed off and standing strong. We are united in opposition to this. So folks, this is what we're up against. This is why we have to take a stand. This is why we have to make our voices heard. So let's get vocal and let's get loud. Talk about this with your colleagues. Make sure everyone is reading the newsletters and watching these videos. The only way we stay strong is by staying informed and making some noise. Participation and activism is our greatest strength. So always remember, We are stronger together. We'll keep you updated. More to come.